Hey y'all, Ritz Gaming here with another Watcher of Realms video. Today we're going to check out Magda. Last time we did a little showcase of um, Dahlia. She is really impressive with the amount of damage she can put out. And honestly, I also have been very impressed with Magda. The reason is in part because of her passive. Right now, she's not in the best artifact, but this is pretty much destroying everything. One of the reasons she is so good is because of her passive. I'm going to show this off here. We've got ignores 10% defense down at the bottom and magic resist. So she applies that to everyone. And the amount of damage right now that is being put out, even though she is not skilled up more than dust, is incredible compared to what I've seen before. The amount of damage is just increased exponentially, it seems, because of this damage ignore mechanic. And if you skill it up, I think she gets all the way up to 20% of ignoring damage. She has pushback, which is incredible. It's really an impressive combo. I am impressed with her in general, and I'm going to show you another place where she's going to really be amazing. I think right now she is not in the right gear, but I'm just seeing more damage than I think I've seen anyone do before. I don't think my team has been this good before. Now, that's unfortunate over there. I think what I really need is for both Valk and Magda to be in a, what's it called? I forget the lunacy visor. If I have a lunacy visor on both of them, then both of them would get an extra block. That guy would not have gotten through. I don't have max lunacy visors for everyone. I do have one, which happens to be on Cyrene. I don't know why I put it on Cyrene in particular. I'm going to try putting lunacy visors on the two of them next. But let's see if we can clear wave 8 here. This is going to take forever, and I would lose this, no question. But I've been really impressed with her passive adding so much damage for everyone on the team. It's been super cool. Her ult not only is cool, but the pushback is awesome. It really does help. And you can see, even without the lunacy visor, stage 8 was gone. I am super impressed with Magda here. Her ability to add damage, add AoE damage, I'm blown away. Putting her into arena might be a really, really good combo because of that ignore defense mechanic that she's got. I did put her in good gear. You can see she's not got huge crit damage, but she does have a solid 15k almost attack. Again, I got unlucky here, and all of the skill ups went into her damage. It's AoE damage, which is useful there in the arena. I would have loved to see more penetration here. It goes up to 15% penetration. And damage increase for everyone goes up to 20%. Having 20% damage increase just passively is huge and amazing. If anyone dies around her, she gets bonuses. You can see if an ally dies in range, she gets 70% crit damage. I don't know if that counts when someone is taken out. So maybe let's test that real fast. We're going to test, not there. We're going to test to see if her crit damage goes up. We're going to put it in easy mode. I'm just going to drop in Magda here. Play test. And we'll find out right now. This is how I find out things. I got this idea from other content creators. So we can see she's hitting 51K. Now, if I put in Laurel and I take her out, she's hitting 56. She gets the bonus. 70%. She gets the bonus from someone just going out for 12 seconds. That is huge. That is huge, huge. It's hilarious to see him hitting for that. Oh, maybe 56 is actually her regular hit. Okay, hold on. Now she's hitting 56 each time. Let's see. If I take out Dolores, it's still 56. Never mind. Okay, 99 is because of his weakened state. Okay, so 56, it doesn't change. Never mind. I was wrong. And in her ult, 78. She's pretty impressive. Her attack speed is great. All of this, remember, is not skilled up. But her ignore defense mechanic is awesome. In fact, here, let me show that off for a second. I'm going to put her in over here. I don't know if she's going to work great in Guild Boss because the range of it is the 8 tiles around her. So actually, let's restart this and you'll see. Let's put in Silas to start. Here we go. He's dealing 38. 52. Hold on. It's because he's got the artifact that ups his amount. Okay, now he's hitting consistently 60. 60 is good. Okay. Drop in Magda. And he hit 64 suddenly. Instead of 60, he hit 64. Here, we'll even put her facing backwards when I do the next one so she doesn't hit. We're going to drop in Zilla2. Now, interesting mechanic. I'm going to show this also. She's hitting 48. I'm going to look backwards, and she's hitting 53. Suddenly, she hits 53. I wonder if it applies to the side guy also. Let's take her out real fast and see. He hits 37. So it's the same. Now, Zilla2, if you look, has a mechanic that if someone is being blocked, there's an extra 20% damage. So 40 now, and drop her in and you get 44 as opposed to 53. So when Zilla2 is in the front row, she gets more because the boss is considered blocked, and Zilla2's passive kicks in, which gives you extra damage. It's just a nice mechanic to know about for Zilla2. I don't know if she has to be in the front row for that or if someone else in the front row would work. We can find out. Let's do this. This is more for Magda, but I'm going to show you this because it's cool. We're going to do this. We're going to drop in Zilla2 in the back, who's hitting for 40. Now we're going to drop in Torador, and Zilla2 is hitting for 40. So she's not blocking the boss, so she's not doing as much damage. Now it happens to be, if we drop in Magda here, we'll face her backwards even. Zilla2's hitting for 44, but I want to show you this. Just because this is a really cool mechanic, we're going to drop everyone in, and you can see there's her bonus on the bottom. Ignores 10% of defense. Zilla2 has it. There it is on Torador. There it is on Volca. There it is on Lust. Everyone around her. So where does this really, really play a huge role, and where can you use her to a great extent? In the EXP raid. I'm going to pull up an EXP raid here. We're going to have to use a little bit of, there we go. Bonk. I put her into my EXP raid. I was at first thinking maybe I'll just level her up. Okay, we'll have to get rid of someone. We just need one spot. That's fine. Now it'll let us in. So the EXP raid here, I'm going to drop in Valk. I'm going to drop in her. And Magda is one of my new favorite heroes here because check this out. If we place her right where I put her now, there's two bonuses. Number one, her ult hits everything in there, which is amazing. We're getting the most out of her ult right in that spot. She does have a pushback, which is kind of nice, but we're going to surround her with other units. And what happens? All 8 spots around her get this bonus. So as we go, it goes on Lust, it goes on Valk, it goes on Razak in the back, it goes on Hatsut down here. Obviously, it doesn't matter who you're putting in specifically, but it's going to go on Salazar here, who I'm trying to level up. And for the heck of it, we'll drop in Rourke down here. And look at this. They all have this bonus of penetration. We just ignore 10% of defense now. That ups everyone's damage massively. Super helpful here. And almost everybody in that comp is in Dolores range. Everyone but Rourke was in Dolores range at the same time. And within just that small time, she's not putting out the most damage, but she's enabling everybody else to put in more damage. Not only does she have that one penetration, but at the same time, she's adding 10% damage to everybody else as well. So putting her in that spot makes the most use of her passive right here. The penetration increase, the damage increase, and if you skill her up, both of those are added to. I think she's going to be super useful in a lot of content. Just putting her in strategic spots will be a huge boon to a lot of different people. And I'm going to finish up by putting on, yeah, there it is. There's the extra lunacy visor here. I'm going to put that on her. I'm going to do what I mentioned before and put the lunacy visor on her. And as a final test, we're going to put her in here. I've been struggling to get past rounds 7 and 8. Sometimes I get past round 7. Sometimes I can get to round 8, but I can't finish round 8 usually. And now Magda might be the solution to that problem that I've been facing, that I can't seem to get past round 8. If that's going to be the case, I'm going to be so happy with this. But we're about to find out. Drop that. Drop in Magda. Now I have her in Lucky Legacy, which doubles the effect of cost regen. So it just procced there. It won't proc like this every time. So that's super useful when it does. Obviously, you can see by the second round, I already had all my damage dealers out, which is incredible. But I'm thinking that this might be my new comp, because if Magda unskilled gets me all the way through 8 without missing anyone, I'm going to be super happy here. Let's find out, guys. Let's find out. We've got the end of round 2 is going quite fast. It's not possibly as fast as when I put in my Comet. Comet has been an amazing damage dealer. He just nukes everything on the right side when you put him in that spot next to Hatsut to the right. Sometimes it's insane how fast that goes. Honestly, I am a little bit blown away by how fast it does happen. But you see how far back she pushes them too? They went all the way back to the start. Hatsut's just picking them off as we go. And with Eloin in there, the rage regen is awesome. I am crazy impressed here. I am crazy impressed. I think this might be my new comp. Wow. Round 7 with no issues. With the pushback and everything. Oh, wow. Just hit those mechanics at the right time, and no one is getting past. Okay, that's what I have for you today. I think I'm going to save this. This is probably going to be my new comp. For defense, at least, I am crazy impressed with Magda. I am definitely going to skill her up. Her penetration ability is just incredible. I am very excited to see what happens when that is skilled up. Everyone should have a wonderful day. I think she's actually going to be also incredible in GVG. Her abilities in GVG, I think, are going to be huge. Probably the place to put her before we go, actually. I'm going to try this out. So likely she will work. Let's see. In a place like right in front of Valk, for instance. It might be subject to bombings, but because of her pushback mechanic, it might actually stop the bombings. So I might try some things out to do some tests here. Bombing is a huge issue that I've been running into in general. I cannot seem to get past bombs. They are the bane of my GVG so far. But perhaps, if I take out Volca. No, 1 second. I have to do it before this. So perhaps if I take out Volca and I put in her, let's see how that goes. Drop her in right there. So now maybe her pushback mechanic, which will be boosted by Eloin's rage regen, will make it that they won't be able to bomb. So I'm going to try that out. I'm going to ask my buddies to try out bombing on this. I might have found a new comp that works really well. I hope it works great for you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.